Hi everyone. My name is Pavan, and if you have seen my previous videos, you would by now know that I'm trying to record videos, which I think could be questions that could be asked during interviews, especially if you're applying for a front-end role. Even if these don't get asked, I feel some of these are fundamental questions, which when you get better at, you would be able to do much better with interviews. When I'm testing someone during a front-end interview, I'm looking at their fundamental knowledge. I'm not going to go too much into frameworks. I'm going to focus on some of the basic JavaScript. So for the one that I'm going to cover today is to build a similar function as map, but do it within the array itself by extending the array prototype chain by building a myMap function. So let's start building this. So as you might know, map returns a new array. So let's first create a new array, call it output, and return it. This is one of the most important things about map is unlike your for each or the other functions which are there, map is always going to return you a new array based on the function execution and assign it to the given index within an array for the new array that is being returned. Right. So let's now iterate through the array. One thing important to note over here is that since we are attaching this to the prototype chain, this is the array that is supplied to it. So when you would say Array.myMap, the array that is supplied to it would actually become this in this case. So this dot length I++. Now let's do the next step. So one important thing over here is to check the value and check for any null undefined values, which is if the value doesn't exist. So what you're going to do in this case is like check if the type of val equals to undefined. You're going to push the undefined value into the output. Now, if not, you're going to push the value that you get from the callback function. So let's use callback function. And I'll use call. There are different ways of invoking a function. Call, apply. You could also use bind or just use the constructor and call the function itself. In this case, the important thing is that we're supposed to bind a new context to it. That's why we have to use call. The first value of call is the context. The second value is the value. The third is I, and the fourth is this. This is an important thing. You should go and check out the docs for map and for each, which accepts a function that it actually can take. It passes even the I and the array back as third and fourth argument. We often don't use this, but this is an important thing, especially since you're building this for the array prototype function by extending it and calling it myMap. Cool. So this is the basic function. Let's try running the test for it and see what happens. The basic test succeeded. Let's try running all the advanced tests. Awesome. So this is the myMap implementation. Thank you, folks. As I said, I'll keep recording more videos. Hopefully, these are helpful.